G'day, back again. Sorry about that last little video, whatever it was. I had the Wi-Fi on, it was messing up with what I'm doing here. Anyway, that's gone now. So as I said before, if you didn't catch it, bearing install on 460, crank install, that sort of thing today. That might be all I show you on this, depending. I'm so pushed for time. It's just crazy at the moment leading up to Christmas. So many things, so many people want so many things from me. All I want to do is build saws. But hey, at the same time, really wanted to do this video for you guys and have it out there. Trying to do something weekly. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, leading up to Christmas. Busy. Okay, so let's get cracking anyway. I'll put you up in the cradle and we'll go. As I say, I've been really busy. Even out to a friend's place to measure up for his kitchen today, do the final measure on that. That's not what I do for a job. I'm a joiner, but I don't usually do kitchens and stuff anymore. I do exterior cleaning. I'm like an ops manager for an exterior cleaning company. That's sort of my job. So yeah, manager. I do get out in the tools a bit. So I also spend quite a bit of time in the office in front of a computer screen, which to be honest kind of bores me to tears. Right. So what I'm doing here, guys, is I'm just running some grease around the edge of the bearing, because you can see that edge that will take out metal when you put it in the case. Okay, so you just want to put that in there and just you want it sitting really even and flush. So I'll even, just before I start, I'll just get my hammer in on the outer race, okay, not the inner race. And you're not talking heavy bashing or anything, you just want to even that up. Around the edges, okay? Just want it sitting there started, nice and even. And that looks pretty even to me. Alright, pretty even around those edges. Okay, all the way around. And that'll slide in nicely. Now, just on the back here, I've got a bit of plumbing pipe. I don't even know what that measures. Its outer edge is about 53 millimeter. I don't know what that is for you American guys, but about time you stop using that empirical stuff anyway. And anyway, that's just that's a joke, you know. I'm not having a go. Yes, it's a joke. Handle it, and that just sits nicely in there, really tight. Okay, so I'm going to put some washers on that side. For the other side there, I have a 32mm deep socket, and that's going to go through the bearing. All right, up through the bearing. Oh. And then washers on top of this. Okay. And I'll just adjust that so it's sitting really nice in there, really nice and straight. Around there like that. And then you get onto your socket, this side, and start cranking her up. Okay. It's just moved off there. It's just moved off there slightly. Just got to keep an eye on this side, okay, and make sure it's feeding in nice and even, because you don't want to cut out with that sharp edge. You don't want to, of the bearing, you don't want to cut out that. Yeah, it's moved off again. don't want to cut out the inside of that crankcase there with that sharp edge of the bearing. That's why I greased it as well, to make sure it all slides in. I'm just going to take it off, check the bearing. This is a bit of a process, okay? This is a process. Don't rush it, take your time. Bearing will get there when it's there. I'm just going to check it again just to make sure it's sitting nice. It still is, okay? I'm happy with that, so I'm just going to carry on. And sometimes I'll check these quite periodically, you know, and yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, okay, but if this is not a rush job though, okay, this is your bearings, this is your main part of your main drive system for your chainsaw, so don't rush this. It's about everything else you can rush, you know. You can move fast. You don't want to, I don't believe you want to rush anything on a chainsaw, really. Okay, so I'm just going to reposition that right and start pulling it through again. And that's tracking quite nice now. Or is it? See, this is what I mean. I just worry a bit. I want to come up with something that actually sits through the shaft of the bearing. See, it's gone crooked. I think I'm going to change out sockets. This one's too big. And go something for a bit small, something a little bit smaller. What I'll do is I'll just sit there on there and just correct that bearing a bit so it's sitting nice again. Okay, correct that bearing, make sure it's right. Yep, that's better. Honestly, you don't want it taking out that metal, and it's not taking out any metal, it's just sloping through there nice, especially with that grease on there. So I think like I said, I'm always tweaking this, okay, always. Okay, so I'm going to go for a 24. It was actually my first choice, but I thought, nah, a big one will be cool because it'll sit like a cup on the top of it, but it's not the case. It's not the case. Hello to my one watcher, whoever you are. Give us a shout out if you haven't already. I am trying to watch. I'm trying to do this too. There we go. Okay, that sits nice on that bearing now. So I'm going to really see any discrepancies that are going to go on with that now, and it's not going to slip around that bearing too much. Except for just then. So here we go. It's going through pretty good. It's going through pretty good. Nice and easy. Okay, I need to back that off just a little bit. It's going a little bit crooked. PTO sides, this is the PTO side, so it's always a lot more difficult. Always a difficult side, I reckon. Flywheel side it hasn't got the complications that the PTO side has, and it just everything seems to work just right. I'm just going to go with that hammer again on this side. It's not hard and it's on the outer race, okay? There's nothing There's nothing funny going on here. The bearing's not getting hurt. Everything is all right, okay? It's all about where you put that weight, where you put that pressure on the bearing, okay? Well, that's what I believe anyway, whether I'm right or wrong. And I've built a few chainsaws now and it seems to be working. So, you know, I've built some really good runners. Actually, the majority of my chainsaws that I've built are really, really good runners. And I'm not just saying that, like it's the way they've turned out, like it's pretty good. I'm really happy with them, all of them. I think I must be close to 20 saws now or something like that, having built. The only one that I find a real hassle with is my 019T. I've still got that air leak and I haven't had a chance to get back and sort of suss out what's going on with that, you know. And so yeah, I want to. I'm hopefully I'm going to get a bit of time amongst things in the holidays to get back to that saw and see what's going on there with it, because it's going to be a great little saw. I know it is. A great little saw. Right, it's going pretty good except for it's veering off again. Really hot here today in Hamilton, really hot. Checking this bearing. It's going slightly crooked that side. I'm just going to tap it back a bit. Okay, just checking stuff as I go. There's no shavings happening on the inside there of the. You can usually, if it starts going wrong, you'll see shavings coming through because it's shaving off the magnesium from the casing, and that's not happening in this case. It's going really well. Yeah, what I might do is just chuck a washer on this side, I think. Or nah, I don't want a washer on a bearing. On a bearing outer. Okay, here's one, old one from a 4.6 here. This will do. That will sit on nicely. Just get all the muck off it. Okay. It's just going to sit a lot flatter than that on the bearing. Always adjusting, guys, always adjusting. Ooh. It takes time to do this, you know, it takes time. You want to do it right, that's why I say just slow down and get things right, you know. Don't rush. Just one bearing, one washer on that side now. So I've lengthened it out with the other bearing, and I'll just line it all up. Wife's playing music, you probably heard. Okay, so I'm just going to go at it again and get this pulled through. Last little weight. It's coming through nice now. Can you hear that popping? I don't know if you can hear the popping, but it just goes clunk, clunk. I think it's going to be one more little clunk. There we go, that's it, that's it. Because the other thing is, now you've done this side, right? That's the other thing I haven't cleaned up, is the oiler. Cleaned everything up, but I'll grab the oiler anyway. Okay. That has to seat against this now. Alright, that come through there just beautifully. Absolutely beautifully. Yeah, I'm going to do a video of this running too, hopefully, before I get it back to the guy. Where is the oiler? Not in there. Here's one. Got lots of parts down around here. I'm just going to blow this off quickly, guys. I don't want all that dirt and junk in here. So a quick blow off the air. That did the trick. Drag it down a bit. I'm just doing this. This is sort of quite quick for me because I usually spend so much time on the saw. Just getting everything right, you know. That can just come just a touch through, like really just a touch through. Man, it's not going to take much. Put this back down in here. It's got quite a bit, quite a tight sort of a fit in there, you know. This does, and I'm quite impressed with it. Need some thicker walls. I might put some pipe on the inside to thicken it up. Because I've got this pipe, or I might cut this pipe down, but that pipe fits in there really well. Might leave that other pipe for smaller saws maybe. But this just needs, that's your guide. The oiler is the guide, okay? It needs to sit just snugly up against that oiler. Really nice and snug. Almost up to 60 subscribers. Seem to be getting sort of 2 to 3 guys a week now watching the channel, which is really cool. One of the videos that has a lot of views is the 090 070 conversion. All right, that's the one that seems to have a lot of views. Right, that's just up there. Let's just snug that up just the tiniest bit. Yeah, that's got a lot of views, that video. Really cool. Really cool. It's the part 2, it's not the part 1, which kind of surprised me. Like the case part, people are not so interested. Like, it's still getting a lot of views, but people are not so interested in that. They seem to be interested in the piston going on and the cylinder. Right. How's that? That is beautiful. That is just absolutely beautiful. That fit in there. It's you're looking through into that gap, the gap where that oiler sits down onto the bearing, the outside of the bearing. Okay. So it's got to be sitting absolutely snug on this, not too high, and the bearing can't be too low. Okay, you've got it just perfect, just right, and you'll see that the bearing is actually, there's a groove that runs around the outside of the, it's an indentation in the case, and the bearing's not quite flush with that. It might be like, it feels like a mil to me. All right, I don't know what that is in inches again, but yeah. So I mean, I could put that oiler on now, we're done with that side, so, but I won't. We'll carry on, got other things to do, like the flywheel side, eh? So we'll cruise on to that. Yeah, getting places. Okay, so flywheel side, right? That is the old manky bearing. Won't use that. Well, we might use it to pull it through. So we got genuine Stihl bearings here today. Yeah, 4.6. The guys who are paying for this, they have an account at Stihl, and they said go on and get whatever you like to build this. And all I needed was a gaskets kit, which is here, and that's got your seals, gaskets in, all right, heat shield, muffler gasket, piston gasket, piston base gasket, all that, and I needed the bearings, so that's all I got. That's all I needed. Okay. Yeah, but nice to be working with some genuine Stihl stuff. Same again for this side. I'm going to go around those edges with the grease. Alright, because even though this hasn't got this lip, you can still, it's just like, don't do dry metal against dry metal, okay? Bearings won't thank you for it. You need some lubrication to go into the hole, okay? Okay. So that needs to go in there. And again, I'm just gonna tap this down just to start it, and it's on the outer edge, guys. Don't go for the middle, stay on that outer race. That's what you're working on to pull these bearings through. Okay, I was on Matthew Owen's channel the other day live, and chatting to him, and people were like, why aren't you using heat? Why aren't you using heat? And it's like, guys, you don't have to use heat. It's dangerous, it's stupid. Cold pressing is the way to go when it comes to bearings, okay? Just, there's no need for it. I don't think they heat press them in the Stihl factory. So why would you heat press them here, you know? That's what I think anyway. Alright, so I'll just go grab that dirty bearing again, which is this one. Just put it on there. So I took that second saw apart, and even though it was running well, the bearing on the PTO side was stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. So that wasn't cool. Man. Oh. Okay, what am I going to use here now? Always figuring stuff out. See, the washers can fit on there. Just on the top there, they'll rest nicely. That'll be not a problem. They'll fit just right. Stack lots on. Space it out. Alright, I want about that much, so my thread can go on there. As you can see, let's set up with the washers here. I will get round washers one day. They'd be heaps more useful in spaces and places. So as you can say, this is the PTO side, this is your flywheel side. PTO side's done now, that's worked out really good. Here we go with our flywheel side bearing going in, okay? And the flywheel side sits up against the inside of the case there, and sits just perfectly in there. Alright, this is going slightly awry. I need to do some correctiveness with the hammer. I think one day too I'm going to get a copper hammer. The other day on that same feed I was talking on Matt Owen's channel, they were talking about a copper hammer, get a copper hammer for this kind of thing. So yeah, probably get that as well one day as well. I'm slowly collecting the tools, but you just got to get them bit by bit, you know. That's actually sitting really nice in there. That I just need to check it though, just check. Sometimes I take everything off because it's hard to see sometimes what the bearing's up to. Okay, I thought it was running crooked then, and it wasn't. So that's cool to find that it's not. Just line everything up again. And here we go again. Pull that bearing through. Hello to the watcher who is back. Don't know if you're the... Oh, you're gone. Just about in. And there we go, it's just stopped. Don't need a lot of pressure on there to check that it's stopped. I'll probably put a bit too much that time. Yeah. Okay, and that is the flywheel side bearing all in there. Okay, so that's taken about half an hour just for that. I know I said I'll probably do the crankcase on this video, that crank install, but that might have to be on the next one or something like that. So I'll probably just alter the title on this, just a bearing install. But yeah, those are those bearings installed there. As you can see, genuine still. Alright guys, so I've got to go. Something's come up. So, as I said, very busy. Life is a bit crazy busy at the moment, but anyway, stay still for life and we'll catch you later. Have a good one.